Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. I'm Daniel Larusso.
Miyagi Joe Karate Show.
And I am a karate kid. I do karate. And I'm gonna give you a tutorial on how to do it the right way. Yeah, Chloe the Smoker's gone. It's definitely not Chloe the Smoker trying to be Daniel Larusso. Alright, here's a tutorial on how to be me, Daniel Larusso. So first, you gotta dress like me. So you gotta have this headband from Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, it's exclusive. You can't get it anywhere but him. And also there's only one. So that proves that no one can really be me fully. You gotta own some black tank tops too. Here's another shirt you gotta have too. You gotta own this shirt. Yeah, I got this shirt. And you gotta own some flannels. You gotta own some camouflage pants. And you gotta make sure you never wear good outfits except for this one and your jersey. Now, here's a tutorial on how to get my accent. So, you gotta do a New York accent. That's it. Gotta have a little Italian in you too. Now, Daniel Larusso. Now the way that my body language. Every time you're standing, you gotta have one leg. Let me get a better angle. You gotta kind of have one leg like that. Get kind of sassy in my stance. Yeah, I'm Daniel Larusso. You gotta maybe have your arms out like that sometimes. Yeah, Daniel Larusso. Now, when you're walking, you gotta have a little bit of bounce into it like that, like how I'm standing right now. You gotta walk like this. I'm Daniel Larusso. Now that you've gotten down the body language and the talking and the outfit, you gotta learn some karate. So, actually one more thing before that. You gotta own a bonsai tree. See, this is not a bonsai tree. It's close enough. It's good luck. And now, you gotta make sure before you do your karate, you don't just learn karate. And there's a few things you gotta know. We're nothing like Cobra Kai. They teach how to beat people up. Their slogan is strike hard, strike first, no mercy. And I say no to that. Because you gotta be the bigger person. And by being the bigger person, you don't gotta be bigger muscles. You don't gotta be bigger strength. You just gotta be more mature. And when I say that, I mean you're the one that doesn't start the fights. So if they hit you, you hit back. But if you have an urge to hit, don't do it if no one else is. Now, you gotta first wax on and wax off. So the way to do that is you gotta have a car. That's the first thing. And it's gotta be a little dirty. So you gotta wax on and you gotta wax off. So you gotta do these type of motions. Right? And once you're done with that, you gotta paint your fence. And so the way to paint your fence, you gotta go like this. Yeah. And it's on the wrists. And there's also this way too that you can go. And then there's also the sanding, which is you gotta sand the wooden floor. And you need, for the last one, the fence one, you have to have a wooden fence to paint. And you gotta have and for the last one for sanding, you gotta have a wooden floor and some sanders. And so now you gotta have another person. Fortunately, I don't have a person but you can imagine one. Mr. Miyagi's dead, by the way. But in the future, I'm Daniel Larusso in 1980s. So, because it's the 80s. And now, you just gotta, when people fight at you, you gotta go, wax on, wax off. And you gotta go, boom, boom, paintbrush. Yeah. Stick. And there's some obviously some things you gotta know is those things. And so yeah. And you also gotta know if you need to defend yourself sometimes and you gotta trip them up, you gotta quite literally just go like this. Like that. So you just gotta, but usually you get lower, it's a little hard on a carpet floor, and without a leg, you just gotta, and then you also gotta be able to kick. So that's just, and also you gotta remember, sometimes you gotta learn how to balance. One way I do it is I get on a chair, and it's perfect, my fan is blowing, so you gotta balance like this. Okay. Gotta do things like that. And then my move that really gets me in the zone is what I call, I forgot, and it is like this. Now one thing, gotta warn you, you never know when the danger's gonna hit you, especially if you're confrontational like a man like me, where you just start arguments and make everything about you. So that's how to be Daniel Larusso. Also, make sure that you are a player. You gotta get those girls and leave them. Be a player, right? And that's how to be Daniel Larusso. Also own a car dealership. Alright guys, 1 second. Oh, get out of my house! What are you doing, Daniel Larusso? Guys, there was just a weird guy in my house. I'm sorry if he just taught you karate. He keeps trying to break into my house and teaching me karate. Anyways, this is my pet spider. His name's Dave. He's named after David S. Pumpkins. And so, yeah, guys, I'm sorry about Daniel Larusso. I really hope that he never comes back, but yeah. You don't need karate if you have cigarettes. So, yeah, just bye, guys. I'm gonna try to kick him out.
Bye-bye.